The man took a sip of water. The little girl across from him also swallowed. He raised his cup. The little girl quickly ran up to him. She drank the entire cup of water in one go. Pawan could tell she hadn't had water in a long time. He kindly bought her a big flatbread to fill her stomach, but the little girl firmly held up 2 fingers. After finishing the 2 flatbreads, Pawan curiously wanted to ask her some useful questions, but the girl remained silent. Pawan and the restaurant owner concluded that the girl might be a mute living nearby. Pawan kindly paid for the food and was about to leave, but the girl followed him. He thought she might be begging for money, but when he handed her the cash, the girl just looked at him with innocent eyes. Pawan realized that this girl might have been separated from her parents for a long time, but Pawan, having lived in other people's homes, couldn't help her. Helpless, he hoped that the monkey god he believed in could protect the girl. As he sat on the bus home, the poor little girl ran after him again. Pawan, being kind-hearted, couldn't bear to leave her. At this point, Pawan still didn't know that his turning back would make him a hero in 2 countries. The girl's name was Shahida. She was born in a rural mountain area in Pakistan. Her family had lived a carefree life as shepherds, but Shahida couldn't speak until she was 6 years old. They tried many methods, but nothing worked. The family could only pray to God. Her mother planned to take her to India's largest mosque to pray, but during the night, the train broke down. Shahida got off the train to rescue a lamb that fell into a pit. When the train started moving again, Shahida couldn't get back on. Her mother, fast asleep, didn't notice anything. She desperately chased the train, but no matter how much she waved her arms, no sound came out. Slowly, despair filled her eyes. Just then, another train came from behind. Shahida quickly climbed aboard, hoping to catch up with her mother, but the train just turned around and headed in the opposite direction. By the time her mother woke up, Shahida was nowhere to be seen. When her mother returned, the border had already closed. Fortunately, Shahida met the kind-hearted Pawan in a foreign land. To find out which city Shahida was from, Pawan named every place in India, but Shahida kept shaking her head. Helpless, Pawan decided to take her home first. At this point, Pawan still didn't know that Shahida was actually from the enemy country. Her true identity was exposed during a televised baseball game. When the Indian team scored, everyone cheered, but Shahida remained grim-faced. When Pakistan finally won the match, she jumped up in joy, and then excitedly began kissing the flag. Pawan sensed trouble.
Pakistan.
That night, the family had ordered Pawan to kick Shahida out. The next day, Pawan took Shahida to the Pakistani embassy, but due to the tense situation between the 2 countries, the embassy was filled with protesters. When Pawan explained the situation, they refused to help, citing that Shahida had no passport. Helpless, Pawan went to a travel agency, but they refused to process passports for Pakistanis. As he was leaving, the travel agency owner stopped him. He said he could use his connections to send Shahida home, but the cost would be 150,000 rupees. Pawan, filled with hope, found himself in a new dilemma. His savings were still far from enough. Just then, his fiancée Jessica handed him an envelope. Inside was the money they had saved for their wedding house.
लेकिन इस समय अपना घर बनाने से ज्यादा जरूरी है मुन्नी को उसके घर भेजना।
नहीं रसिका जी, अगर घर नहीं लिया तो बाबूजी आपकी शादी किसी और के साथ करा देंगे।
तुम अब तक नहीं समझ पाए, इस जन्म में बाबूजी तो क्या खुद बजरंग बली भी आ जाए तो वो भी मुझे तुमसे शादी करने से नहीं रोक सकते।
When they went back to the travel agency, the clever Shahida already understood what was going to happen. She kept shaking her head, protesting, but Pawan, with a heavy heart, had no choice but to leave. Tears streamed down his face as he left. The time spent together had already built a bond. As he passed a small stall, he saw a toy Shahida liked. He wanted to buy it for her as a farewell gift, but when he returned, the travel agency was closed. Pawan started chasing after the rickshaw that had just left. Eventually, he reached a building with neon lights. When he found Shahida, he realized he had been tricked. The travel agency owner was counting the money from selling Shahida. Furious, Pawan was overcome with anger.
बैठ के बात करते हैं।